You're listening to the ESO Network, your station for all things geek.
It's time for the DragonCon Report, your go-to show for both newbies and seasoned pros gearing up for the annual Downtown Atlanta Convention, with interviews, expert advice, and all the latest updates straight from the dragon's mouth and fans themselves. Stay tuned, you might just uncover something unexpected.
Howdy, everyone, and welcome to the 9th episode of the 2026 DragonCon Report. My name is Mike Gordon, and I'm here, joined by the rest of our crew, Jen and Channing.
Hello, everybody.
So, less than 2 weeks, or it's almost 2 weeks, right? As people are listening to this, a little over 2 weeks. Well, for Jen, it's like less than 2 weeks because you're leaving early, right?
I leave Tuesday.
Yeah. So, yeah, we're
just doing the whole we're just going to try and do the whole 17-hour drive.
I'm not gonna ask if you're ready.
We
all know the
have
answer.
3 costumes to sign to cut out. I haven't even cut out the fabric.
Wow.
For
Okay.
3 costumes. So, woo!
Someone enjoys the con crunch.
Are these late additions to your
No.
cosplay? Or no, just things that
It's
Gotcha.
just well, one of them has been planned since January.
Okay.
And the other one I decided, I should do that like a month ago. And I've had the pattern and I've had the fabric. I just haven't cut them out. So
Sometimes you need to have a deadline stare you right in the face.
Right. It's right in there looking at you.
So, yes, for those people who are joining us.
Don't look at that. Don't look at that.
This is, I did say this is the 9th episode of the 2026 DragonCon Report because, we, for those people who join us live, we did sort of sneak one in between releases. So we hope you guys caught that. It was Jen doing a wonderful interview with comic creator Bob Burden, and that is available now, I believe, right, at all the usual channels.
Yep.
So
Yep. The video version's on our YouTube and the audio version. Oh, wait, the audio version releases tomorrow.
Gotcha. So as people are hearing this, they should be able to have access to that one as well. This will be the last time we record live.
But there might be one more. Might be one more episode.
But we're working on sneaking in something else for you guys. So
bonus track.
Yeah, bonus track. Exactly. So Channing, are you ready?
No, I'm not even gonna pretend. But cosplay wise, I'm waiting on one piece that I ordered. I got my official panel schedule all lined up, so I know which ones I'm participating in. Sunday is going to be a rough day, so if anybody doesn't see me on Sunday, it's because I will be all over the place between the Hyatt, the Hilton, and the Marriott. So just look for me on the Sky Bridge running really, really fast.
But don't stop.
Also, I've been invited to be on DragonCon TV, so I'm very excited about that.
Very nice. Congratulations.
Yes, and I will be sure to plug the show while I'm there.
Well, we appreciate that. Yeah, last year. Wow. So you're making your way through all the media because last year you were on the radio.
Yeah. So this year we'll do DragonCon TV. Who knows? Maybe I can get a guest spot on the parade route as like a guest commentator or something.
Well, it is crazy to think that as we're recording this, it's 16 days away. And I think what's thrown me off is that this year Labor Day happens a little bit later. So since DragonCon is fully in September, I just keep thinking, oh, that's next month, which doesn't help.
No.
So we're going to be joined in a few minutes by the troublemaker himself, Dave West, to chat all about the Big Damn Game Show. We've got Karen James from the Military Sci-Fi Media Track, and it's not a party unless there's a DJ, right? So we've got DJ Nemesis joining us as well. But before we get to all that, we are a proud member of the ESO Network. on the ESOnetwork.com page, there's a direct link to our TeePublic store filled with all kinds of cool swag, including a very cool design for the Dragon Con Report podcast. I always like seeing those at cons. You people who get the shirts and all that stuff and bring in and show us at the cons, it's really, really a treat for us. So thank you for all of that. We also have a Patreon page where supporters can access our exclusive readings of this month's, and it's probably the final one, Dragon Con guest announcements. And we, of course, thank our patrons for all their support throughout the year and especially now. In addition to the video stream on Facebook or YouTube that you're watching right now, the audio version of our show is still available through all the usual places. You can always access past episodes at DragonConReport.com. And however you access our show, please like, subscribe, and share. We do appreciate it, and that doesn't cost you anything. Please leave us a direct feedback or comment on the show. You can email us at feedback@DragonConReport.com or reach out to us via the social medias, Facebook, Instagram, and I think some of us are on other things too. So. Now, let's get started. I think this is the last batch of news. On the one hand, there's a ton of stuff coming because everybody's announcing their panel schedule. As Shannon indicated, we've all got a tentative schedule. Nothing set in stone. The app is there. The app is around. The app is out. So, but it's not completely full of info right now, right?
Right. Unless you want to know about sitting in a room and yelling teeth for an hour. So there's going to be some more information to come, but if you want to download the app now, just in case, to be ready for it, and to see some of the fun stuff that, sort of the fun things they put on there while waiting for actual panels to be announced. But a lot of people have their panel schedule, so they've been posting that. A lot of people have been posting, a lot of the tracks have been posting their full schedules. So,
however, on the app, if you go under show documents and you're a fan of the movie rooms, those schedules are up.
Awesome. Well, that's good to know. I always forget about the movie room. One of these days, we're going to have somebody from the movie room here, like on the show, because that's one aspect of the con that I'm still not that familiar with. So
there's some good movies scheduled this year. They're doing the fan edit of Dune. There's Goonies.
Oh, nice.
Fifth Element. So there's from what I've scanned so far, there's a good lineup.
Yeah.
Well, as you know, basic news. Dragon Con is, like I said, September 3rd through the 7th, and all in September this year, which, just like I said, throws me off. There are 5-day memberships still available for $180, and single-day passes went on sale as well. Those, I think, are available as well. Like now, I don't think any of those is sold out yet. But Saturday, which is the busiest day of con, and it's also the most expensive single day. I think those are $80 plus whatever service charges. Those usually go fast, first and fast. So if you're planning to just go Saturday, get your ticket now. And the other single day tickets should be available at dragoncon.org as well. They released the blood donor pin created for Dragon Con's 40th anniversary. So if you're attending Dragon Con and have a blood donation appointment, you can get this really cool enamel pin while supplies last. And if you haven't made your appointment yet, you can make one at lifesouth.org. So go ahead and do that, because one thing that Dragon Con always prides itself on is getting a huge number. It's one of the biggest cons that has blood donors as far as the number of people that they're able to get. So that's pretty awesome. Yes. And then also the other thing I wanted to point out that I noticed is that Midnight Fury Designs have come out with they revealed their exclusive dragon this year for the 40th anniversary. There it is. For those people who are watching the video, you can see it now. I really liked their dragon last year. I love this one too. So pre-orders are now open. and they've got a limited number, so you can pre-order if you go to either them on social media and send them a direct message. They will email you an invoice, or you can go to midnightfurydesigns.com and click on the drop-down menu.
Yeah, shop tab. It's on the shop tab.
And clicking click down the drop-down menu and click shop. And then you can order one there. Now, they will have some available at the con, but all pre-orders will be mailed out after the con. So I think it's just easier for them to do that. So they're going to have a batch that's ready to with the same amount of quality, but they're only going to have a limited supply at the con itself that they're selling. I think 50 per day, and then except for Saturday, which I think that number goes up to 75. So, it's only, even if you pre-order it, it's only $35, and they've got
plus $5 shipping.
Right, plus a flat rate for $5 for shipping. I mean, that is a great deal. So that's a great deal for shipping.
Yeah, I ordered mine already. So it's one less thing for me to have to keep track of in my room.
Absolutely.
And then, but I know I'll be able to get it. So
yeah, I mean, that's a good thing about the pre-orders. I mean, people might consider, it's kind of a pain that that I can't pick it up at con, but it's one less thing you have to worry about at con, and it's one less line you have to wait in. I mean, we all hope that you kind of go to the vendor room at some point anyway, especially those of us who are in the America's Mart. But it's one less thing you have to worry about and carry. So as far as other information, the official DragonCon website has been announcing celebrity guests left and right since our last recording. We've got cast members of The Boys, The Rookie, Land of the Lost. That's old school. Star Trek, and more performers. They listed a bunch of genuine performers joining us, and also some bad news, some cancellations. David Tennant and Billy Piper will not be able to attend. Alex Kingston as well. Sophie Nelise, is that how we pronounce her name? I'm not sure. I don't want to butcher it, but we're not doing the patron guest thing right now. So
yeah, that's later.
That's later. So
but they've also since announced 3 new guests since they announced the cancellations this morning.
Yeah. So. And Amanda Tapping also from Stargate announced that she would not be able to attend either. So it is sad. They are that people at DragonCon say they're working on getting some Doctor Who related guests. So obviously we'll see what that amounts to, because we've only got a couple weeks. So hopefully Doctor Who fans can still get their guests on. So, and yes, you can hear us talk about all the new guest announcements for our patrons on our Patreon page, where we will painstakingly pronounce every single name that is going to be a drag
on pain. Pain, key in on that part.
And with that said, we're going to take a quick break, and then when we come back, we've got Guestapalooza on the show. All right, welcome back. And now it's time to let in all of our guests. It's a big party today at the DragonCon Report. So we've got Dave West, we've got DJ Nemesis, and Karen and James from the Military Sci-Fi Media Track, all joining us now. I think. There we go. Okay. Howdy, everyone.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
We're not using the Dragon phone. I'm sorry. Let me just put the Dragon phone back over here.
It's not an emergency. Not yet.
Right.
Give it time. Yeah, give it time. Give it time. Welcome, everybody. In Dave and Nemesis' case, welcome back to the show. Karen and James, welcome to the show. This is your first time with us.
Hello.
We appreciate you joining us. I'm really curious to hear about your experiences at DragonCon in general, as well as with your track. So I guess we'll start with you guys. What is your DragonCon sort of origin story? When did you first go to DragonCon?
Well, I was a sad little scared child and 2000, and well, no, actually that was my very first time at Dragon Con, and then 2 years later I started volunteering, and I've been suckered into it since. So I've volunteered for YA Lit, done a little registration in my time, the Stargate track, and then at a certain point when the Stargate track got to where there wasn't so much Stargate on the air, they wanted us to consider a rebrand. So we ended up becoming Military Sci-Fi Media, and now we are Stargate and everything, really. Battlestar Galactica, Babylon 5, Farscape, Firefly, help me, what are the other ones? The Orville, that's one. Quite a few. Space Above and Beyond, Space 1999, Space Force, Space most things.
Moonbase 8, Andromeda, Pandora, Halo the TV series, but nothing else.
Nice.
And James got kind of roped back in because he was volunteering as a young lad back in the 90s. And he married me. So, yeah, it kind of worked out that way. And he is the second, but he is also really more co-director, in my opinion. James, a little bit about you.
So I started off and did 2 years in what was then called security, 2004, 2005. I was one of the first people to sign up for the Stargate track in 2006 before we even had a director for the track. And I've been with Stargate and Military Sci-Fi Media since then.
Wow, nice. Now, she said something about the 90s. Were you going to Dragon Con prior to the turn of the century?
So I was going to Dragon Con. I was also helping run the Dragon Con booth at some other conventions.
Gotcha.
So that's where the volunteering at the time came in. Wasn't official on the rolls. I was just helping out, but I count it because we were representing Dragon Con at other spaces to try and get more people to come back.
Gotcha.
I think you were successful at that.
It was all him, really. I mean, you know, he is the reason for the 40th season. That's what it is.
Yes. You're also the reason everyone has to stand in line. So, you know.
Well, speaking of the 40th anniversary, I like the logo on your shirt there, Karen. That's the official logo there. That looks very nice and very sharp.
Indeed, just, you know, kind of pretend it's the other way.
So tell us a little bit more about what goes on in your track realm. As far as you've mentioned some of the now, is it just TV that you're covering, or you cover movies as well? Because I think this year you've got a pretty big year with guests anyway, like in subject matter, like as far as Stargate, Battlestar Galactica, Starship Troopers, right? There's a lot of people from that movie there coming there. Is that something that's under your track as well?
Yes, normally. Yeah, I hate to split hairs on everything, but there is kind of a defining line on that because we ended up having so many tracks to honor the origins of Dragon Con. It turns out we are pretty foundational in our interests. So we have Stargate people, we have Babylon 5 people, we have Battlestar Galactica people, we have Firefly people, and they're like, so you have to lose one. So Classics is hosting Starship Troopers this year, which also made sense because it's really the only film property we do. Most of everything else we do is a television show. So we're like, you guys can have them for now, but we'll see next year.
Gotcha. Well, that makes sense. And in terms of geeking out about these shows, what else, what kind of panels can you expect from, because it sounds very like, you know, just the name alone, the fact that it's like, you know, military sci-fi, it sounds very rigid, but I'm guessing by your demeanor that it's not.
Well, only my expectations are rigid. The track itself, we like to have a good time, and military kind of defines part of it. We're not looking for real world military. We're dealing with sci-fi military, just kind of a different category. A lot more wisecracking and having fun with tight ensemble casts, being in space, going to worlds maybe we shouldn't be, all the usual things. And our track tends to try to honor that with some of our panels. For instance, one of our panels this year is going to be a sidekick deathmatch panel. So all the kind of second banana types in all these shows are going to battle it out. So we're going to see who's going to ride or die with us to the end of whatever show we're going to be in. So that's one of the things we do. We also have other panels that are Cylon related. We have panels that are, one of our big ones, Hopes, Dreams, and Cancellations, the MSFM Festivus panel, where we talk about all the times our hearts have been ripped out. Even recently, it's going to be great. Hashtag Save Stargate.
Oh, right.
Space above and beyond.
So a lot of stuff like that. We also do a lot of stuff regarding charity. So one of our big things is, it used to be, we've rebranded a little bit, the Can't Stop the Signal dance, but now we have the Intergalactic Military Shindig. So we're doing all the things. And that's going to be on Friday in the Westin in the Peachtree Ballroom. And we're going to have DJ Spider there. It's going to be a great time. Let me tell you, you do not want to miss that.
No, absolutely not. And
we'll have stuff there also that you can donate items, donate money, get items, all of those things for charity. So it's going to be pretty cool. Another important thing for us is we have a crafts night and a team trivia night, which is the same night, but we just break it up a little bit. One kids can come to, one they cannot. So we raise money for charity there. And we also have the Don S. Davis Memorial Charity Auction on Sunday, which is always a good time. You never know who's going to show up. You never know what's going to happen. There are some very interesting items that will be available this year. So I will reveal more of that later as we get closer to time. But we've got some cool stuff and some weird stuff, because we like to keep it both cool and or weird. And also, yes, we do also give out rubber ducks. It's kind of a track thing that we do. Okay. And you should come by at some point and get ducked by Military Sci-Fi Media. We even have a badge ribbon for that.
Oh. Is there a consent form involved in this?
We always ask consent before you reach your hand into the bag and grab something blindly.
Okay. What could possibly go wrong with that?
Safety first.
But there's a lot of things that we do. We're starting off on Thursday with our onesie mixer, where everybody just shows up, plays giant games. We have giant Jenga that's like cardboard and stacks to the ceiling. Don't ask me how I know that. And also giant Connect 4, not giant card games, and snacks of varying sizes. So that's Thursday night. So we're doing something every day, basically. Come by, have a good time with us. That's what we do over in the Westin in Chastain, DE.
Now, you said something earlier about how you had to give up a show, and I'm just curious, what does that look like when you guys are basically negotiating with other tracks over who gets what? I'm trying to decide, is it more like two businessmen arguing very, very respectfully, or is it more like a death match?
We try to save the death match for the panel because it's more fun, and then we can rate it in the app. It's a little bit more gentlemanly, but honestly, this one made the most sense. They do more film properties, and everything else was TV. So we're like, you can have this one. We're gonna all be happy and kumbaya, and we can steal it back later with an armed assault later. I mean, we can politely ask for its return at the end of DragonCon.
Right.
I mean, when you've got the possibility of having 5 media panels at once, plus something in your track room, and you've only got 8 people to deal with it, you got to give something up at some point.
Math ain't mathin'.
Yeah.
I am. Does and I'm sure Dave would know this as well, but is G.I. Joe covered under your track, or is that something different?
That's definitely Sci-Fi Classics.
Gotcha.
They do a
Okay.
really good job with that too.
Yeah.
And speaking of, the Audible Interlude G.I. Joe panel is 4 p.m. Friday in the Dragon Con American Sci-Fi Classics track room, Marriott M103 105.
There you go. Yeah, because I was just wondering if, because it just seemed to, it's just one of those things where there is so much, as Channing pointed out, there's so much, like, you get the Venn diagrams, and there's so many things that bleeds into different tracks, I would imagine. So
definitely overlap.
Yeah,
in places.
absolutely. So that's part of the challenges. Anything now, we are, like I said, 16 days away from the first day of con officially. Are you guys is your schedule set, or is there still some tweaking that needs to be done?
I mean, Mike, this is Dragon Con.
Can you stop bringing up how many days it is away? I mean, is that necessary?
I have friends who are posting countdowns. I'm like, I will unfollow you. Stop that. But I mean, honestly, our base schedule is set. Now, if something crazy moves in main programming and, say we have a Babylon 5 panel up against an in-room Babylon 5 panel, then we might have to do a little remixing here and there, things like that. But for the most part, everything is pretty much as we would like it to be. And now we will see what happens.
Yeah, I understand that too well. So I appreciate you guys for that, because it's a lot of work, and hopefully you get a chance to enjoy the con as well.
that joint look, that was perfect. That was chef's kiss perfect.
It's almost like you rehearsed it.
I have left the track room before during con, other than to go to my own hotel room in the same hotel, because we have panels in the Hyatt.
I see.
No, I mean, I have occasionally managed to escape here and there, but when you're a track director, a lot of your time is making sure that you are there in case the buck needs to stop somewhere. And, so there's not a lot of leash that you can be off on before you get a little bit of a tug back.
Gotcha. Well, that makes perfect sense. And again, we appreciate that as well, because I always am torn in 100 different ways when I'm at Dragon Con, because I think everybody is, because there's so much to do. So much to do. But speaking of someone who's not on a leash, I guess we'll talk to Dave now, and that's the greatest opening as ever, to see what we've got. Now, I know we've had you on before, but for those people who may not be familiar, give us a brief history of the Big Damn Game Show.
Well, first, Mike, let me point something out that people may not be aware of. That stuffed dragon that you guys were talking about earlier, 8 feet tall. It's massive. Huge dragon. The Big Damn Game Show.
This is where we put the disclaimer up.
That's right. Yeah, disclaim away on that. The Big Damn Game Show technically started in 2018, but it was the offspring of the Dirty Dirty Con Game Show, which started in 2015 or 14. And we just started in the Classics track room. Like, our first 2 game shows were just in the track room. It was me and Miss Lady Flex from Lace Exoflex, also known as Dana Swanson. And I essentially hit her up. We were acquainted, but I wouldn't say friends at that point. And I just hit her up and I said, hey, do you want to do a dirty game show at Dragon Con? I've got a time slot that I can use. And she was like, sure. Which is one of the greatest connections I've ever made in my life, because she ended up being a real mentor to me in so many ways. And then, of course, as happens, things changed. She moved on. We changed the show up a little bit. The Big Damn Game Show became, we cleaned it up a little bit, and now we've kind of gotten back to being a little dirty again, but not intentionally so. The Dirty Show was very much, we're going to be shocking and filthy and adult fun. And now it's more, if that happens, then cool, but we don't necessarily aim that way. Hey, speaking of DJ Spider,
she's watching.
So the Big Damn Game Show, we've been doing consistently since 2021. Obviously, the pandemic year, nobody was doing anything, well, except for online. But it's very difficult to do a physical multimedia game show like we do online, because we have not just digital games, but also tasks, think like Double Dare, Price is Right, things like that. So it's a very live, in-person, physical show. And the team that has been doing it since then. And we love it. We get together in February and we start planning. And it just takes that long to do it. And as a matter of fact, we put up a brand new trailer today. If you follow the Big Damn Game Show on Instagram, you can see our new trailer for this year's show. It's pretty funny. We like to have fun. And I guarantee if you come out to the Big Damn Game Show, which is Saturday night in the Hyatt International North Ballroom, you will have a blast. We will be honoring the first inductee into the Big Damn Game Show Hall of Fame this year. We've got, it's going to be a really, really good time. I'm so hyped for this year's show. We get better and better every year. Every single year, it's the best show we've ever done.
Excellent.
So be honest, you're the first inductee, aren't you?
No, actually, I'm not. So my while my character or whatever may have quite an ego, like I would never do anything like that. We would do like a video kind of mocking that a little bit, but no, this is genuinely somebody who is not part of the team that creates the show, but who has been there with us every year. And has created a lot of really special moments. And she actually does not know at this point, unless she's watching and has figured it out, that she's going to be honored in this way. So and that's the other thing is we very much do focus on creating moments. We want people to come away with memories. We want to create big, exciting things that couldn't happen anywhere else. And Dragon Con has been absolutely wonderful about, year after year, giving us the opportunity and the space and the time to create these special moments. And it's something that none of us take for granted.
As far as my experience watching the show, like anything can happen at any time. So it's difficult to do you have any of the competitions that do repeat every year? Do you have like the Price is Right has their popular
right
things that people love?
It's funny. The original plan of the game show. Well, first, when you say anything can happen, one of the things that happened last year is Jaws attacked the game show. What are you going to do? It's the intent from the start was to develop these props and games and whatever else that we could repurpose to use for anything. Like if we ended up playing a horror convention, which we did at one point, then we could kind of put new skins on some of the games and have horror-based games. So the idea was, yes, we would have maybe a dozen games that we just swapped out, every few years. We try to not do the same game twice in a row. Mm-hmm. What happens is we're all, and I promise I'm not like tooting our own horn here, but we're all very driven, creative people. And every year when we start that planning, we all have ideas like, oh, we could do this new thing. And every once in a while we'll test out a game and figure out, like, we'll have it planned, say in February, this would be a great idea for a game. And over the course of a few months, we kind of figure out how it's going to work. And then we get to the point where we all get together and we test it and we're like, that didn't work. Let's pull out one of the old ones. And, that's our replacement. So that's really now the library of games we have available are really more as backups for when a new idea we have just isn't going to work out.
Cool. Well,
yeah, we do Hazardry every year. That's our finish, because it's 3 contestants. It gets a lot of people on stage. It's fast. It's a lot of fun. Everybody understands the format with no explanation, so it's a good way to close it out. And we also work a lot of surprises into Hazardry. Every single year, there's a dance party, which gets people up out of their seats. We will choose a song that we know is going to get people moving. But yeah, that is the one game that every time we repeat.
Awesome. Well, speaking of dance party, look at that. If we were just segging from one guest to another, this is so smooth. All shows should be like this. Nemesis, welcome back. How many Dragon Cons is this for you now?
I think 13.
Nice. That's that's a great number.
It is.
Very lucky number 13. Yeah.
Absolutely. So let me ask you this, and I'll be direct. Like, what keeps you coming back?
Oh, it's so much fun. Are you kidding? It's a blast. It's every year is a new adventure with the same friends. And some of these folks I've known for 15, 20 years. I mean, Dark Shift I was the best man at his wedding. He's just one of the most epic people I know, and really does a lot behind the scenes for DC DJ and unsung hero. Love you, man. And hi, Spider. And happy birthday, Wilson. So we're really looking forward to it. We've got a ton of events, and we've got some new folks that are joining us this year, and really excited to meet all the new people and see all the old friends. Nice.
Yeah. And so you guys now, how for everything that I don't even know. So there's so many events that require or have the use of a DJ. So I'm just sort of wondering how many. Do you know like how many events that you guys do at Dragon Con every year?
We have a list somewhere. There's a lot. There it is.
So this is the schedule for this year.
Yes, and this schedule does not include every single DJ'd event, but this is just everybody who's kind of joined together over the last few years, who continue to come back, even some newer folks. And we support each other. We help promote. We're always together on Wednesday for Welcome Home Wednesday, and we always have some fun stuff to give out. And it's just a great group of people. And any other DJ who's doing shows at the con, please find us. We'd love for you to come hang out. It's a good time.
And speaking of Wednesday, a little birdie that's you told me that there might be some more of the DC DJ t-shirts this year.
Yeah. We always have something to give away.
Because I know the first year, because I was lucky enough to get one the first year you had them. And lots of people have asked where they can get one since then. So.
Yeah, we don't sell them. We just give them out. And, we started giving them out to people who supported us, and we're always there every Wednesday, like you. And we appreciate the love, and we just want to kind of give it back and get our logo and our message out there. We're all volunteers doing this, and we put a lot into our shows and getting everyone together. And some of these things are 4 hours. I think what is it, 6.5 hours is the show for Forks. It's Forks this year. 6.5 hour show. But everybody worked really hard. Everybody wants to do the best they possibly can. We work with the track directors and figure out format, what's acceptable, what they want to hear, and we just deliver on that. And obviously try to interact with the crowd and have some fun and just have a good old time. It's what it's all about.
So, and will there be a Secret Wednesday thing again?
I was looking on the app. And it's new, and it's not done until the show starts. But the app does say there's a Marriott Atrium and Pulse Lounge Wednesday, September 2nd. There's an event on there. Wednesday's the new Thursday. Come find it.
Thursday has teeth.
That's right. They got teeth last year when midnight hit and the atrium opened up, and that was a lot of fun. But come by Wednesday, see what happens. Come say hi. You never know. You know.
So one thing I like about you guys have DJs with a wide variety of backgrounds, and you know, how did this come to be? How did the whole cult of DJs get formed?
So I had someone doing visuals for raves and for Alderaan for me for a couple years, and they weren't able to make it. And I was talking with Dark Shift, and he said, well, what did he do exactly? And I said, I don't know. It's some like software and a controller, and you know, he's got these clips and he makes it dance to the music. And he goes, let me look into that. 2 weeks later, he calls me. I've got a laptop and some software and a controller, dude. Are you ready? So he started helping me out doing visuals back in I think it was 22. And he had seen, you know, the camaraderie between Spider and I and DJP and maybe a couple of other folks that were kind of hanging around at the time that were also DJing events. And it was like, where's the rest of the DJs? I'm like, I don't know. You know, it's like I reached out to a couple of them and told them we're going to hang out. And he's like, we should, like, you guys support each other. This is so cool. We should like do something. And we just started brainstorming over the fall and the winter. And then we premiered DC DJ in 2023. So this is our 4th year of existence. And it's a lot of fun. We have our own little Discord channel. We wish each other happy birthday and just check in on each other and share music. And, you know, one of the guys just got back from Tomorrowland. Revamp. Brendan Lee's joining us. Matt Silman. Limit Break's going to be back. DJP is going to be back at the aquarium. Scapegoat all the way from Scotland. You know, Black Sunshine's going to be back. We've got so many great humans. Never mind that they're killer DJs and just really fun to hang out with, but they're just good humans, and it's just really great to see them. And yeah, please come by and say hi. We're going to be hugging everybody.
Especially on Friday night at 10 p.m. in the Westin, you can come see Spider.
That's right. Yeah, but yeah, we have a site, cultofdcdjs.com. It's got every event listed that we're doing, and it also has an add to calendar button. It'll remind you 2 hours before the show, so you've got plenty of time to fix your last couple of beverages, grab a beef jerky or a granola bar, and head over to the line and come in and let's rip it all night. Okay.
Yeah. I think, I mean, as we posted on there, Justin said that you guys do about 25 events through the course of the 4 or 5 days. And yeah, that's a lot. It was one of the things that you guys talk about and try to coordinate is the sort of differences, the things that you guys each bring, so to make sure that it's not, I guess there's not the same show twice in these 25, or.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of the events have kind of a theme. You know, they have a theme: Alderaan, 8-bit, you know, intergalactic space shindig, military space shindig. There's so many words in there, and they're big.
We're workshopping it.
Hard. But yeah, everything has that, and you're going to hear some staples here and there, but it is a party, and it's really. I don't know if anybody could stand in a room and listen to the Cantina song for 4 hours without losing their minds. So it's got to be mixed up. We have such a diverse 80,000 plus people, right? You got to play a little bit of everything. All right. It's just a party. It's, you know, if you want to listen to Star Wars for 4 hours, I can get you a playlist on Spotify. Just text me.
And there are events that are more narrow too, because 120 minutes. That's going to hit your new wave and industrial and.
That's true. Yeah. What's your challenge, Dave?
Anybody out there, if you can go to one of the raves or excuse me, multiple of the raves, the dance parties, the whatever, if you can point out a song that was repeated between any of them, I will give you a free piece of swag. If you're keeping track like that, then your level of Dragon Con awareness and appreciation is so high above anybody else's. I'll have a special button for you.
Somebody's gonna have a spreadsheet on their phone.
Yeah.
At the parties.
Oh
now.
yeah, I just made Dragon Con more fun for some detail-oriented individual.
It's a new way to bingo.
Yeah,
right.
That's
Oh my
right.
gosh.
That's right. Karen and James, what your big event? What is the theme of that, and how long have you been doing this one? This event?
Okay, are we talking musical event or other event? Because we have two pretty huge events that are our main two for the year.
Okay, yeah,
Talk about
I'd
them
like to hear
both.
about both of them. Yeah.
Okay. So for musical purposes, we're looking at our dance. It's always been more of a Firefly theming, but now we're keeping some of the Firefly with a shindig, and we're opening it up somewhat to embrace all of the military space people who are just hanging around at Dragon Con. Just come hang with us instead. We're looking for things that have kind of a happy, let's do this, dance, sing, maybe do like conga lines in the middle of the place. You never know what's going to happen, and it's always good times. There could be a group Mal photo shoot. You don't know. Things go on. So, and also, as long as you've got Spider in the house, then you know it's going to be going, and it's going to be rocking, it's going to be flowing, and people will be happy. And that's what we want to bring. We want to bring happiness because we are old, and we want an excuse to dance. And we're not saying no old, just like no newer music or anything. We're just simply saying we are going for classic stuff. And indeed, so say we all. So there's danceable stuff from every era. It's all going to be there, but we just want to have a good time, and we want everybody else to have a good time. So we're all just chilling.
Yep.
Excellent. And what about the other event?
Okay, well, I'm not allowed to talk about Mad Libs. So let's
Okay.
just we have a Sunday night event after our Sunday big event, and that is the Mad Libs event. But that is it is a 10 p.m. panel. I'm just going to leave it at that. It involves scripts, and we Mad Lib the scripts up with random words. You can imagine. All right, but our big event is the Don S. Davis Memorial Charity Auction. That is the thing that we really gear up all year for. We're pulling donations. We're getting people into it, excited about it. And last year, for instance, we raised $11,505 by our count for NAMI, Georgia. And of course, this year it's for Hope Atlanta.
Yeah.
And it gives us a chance to have fun, but also give back. And that's a big part of our ethos. We don't just want to have a good time, although we do want to have a good time. We want to have fun and also benefit people. And you can pick up some really cool stuff.
Nice.
So those are our two big track events for the year.
Awesome.
And you never know who's going to stop by. Occasionally, one of the guests will wander by. Christopher Judge came one year.
Gary Jones, Paul McGillian. You never really know. I mean, people just kind of show up. David Blue walked in the room at one point, was like, hi. Okay, hi, hello. It could be anybody. Or no one, but we'll still have a good time.
So it sounds to me like you're guaranteeing that Nathan Fillion is going to show up. That's what I'm hearing you say.
I am guaranteeing you that will not happen, as much as we would love it. But hey, we actually cover a lot of shows. There could be somebody from one of the others. We never know. It's always possible until the last bid gets called out and sold.
Yeah.
It has occurred to me, Channing, that with all these guests that are happening this year at Dragon Con, with so many guests from not only Firefly and Serenity, but also from Castle and the Rookie, I think we might be looking at a takeover. I think Nathan's trying to take it's going to be like maybe Dragon Con's going to become like Fillion Con or something.
Hey, between Tudyk and Fillion, they have their own convention already. Just all the shows, just line them up.
Well, remember a while back they had a Whedon track at Dragon Con.
Yes, they did.
So we're just going to have a Nathan track now. There you go.
He's taking over. It seems like he's going to be a big presence. So you never know where he might pop up on TV or anything. Very nice. Dave, I know in addition to the game show, you've got other things going on as well. DragonCon weekend, is your panel schedule is your card pretty full this year so far? Or
Well, it's funny because I had committed to something at DragonCon that kind of didn't pan out. So all of I aside from the game, I will always do the game show. I will always do the G.I. Joe panel because that's one of our shows. But I really had left everything else kind of open because I was going to be committing to a bigger project, and that kind of fell through. And I was left a few weeks ago with like nothing but the game show and the G.I. Joe panel. And fortunately, I did some work. I had some good fortune. You know, that's where things come from, is a combination of hard work and good luck. And now I've got what I now consider to be a pretty comfortable schedule. And I'll kind of run through it real fast.
If you want to. Yeah, sure.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. 2:30 p.m. in the Classics Track Room on Friday. We're doing a live table read of the Spider-Man and His Amazing Friends episode, The Bride of Dracula. I've assembled a great cast for that, and people will not believe our Dracula. Then right after that, as I mentioned, is the Audible Interlude panel in the same room, Marriott M103 105. Saturday morning, once again in that room in the Classics Track at 11:30, we've got a Pee-wee's Playhouse fan panel where we're just going to talk about how much we love Pee-wee's Playhouse. 10 p.m. Saturday night is the Big Damn
Bring
Game
tissues
Show.
for that one, I would imagine, right?
Yeah. There'll be it'll be fun. It'll be silly, but yeah, there's definitely going to be some feelings in the room, which is kind of what I like best. That combination is nice. But 10 p.m. Hyatt International North is the Big Damn Game Show. 11 a.m. Sunday morning, I will be moderating a panel with Tyler Labine, who you may know from Reaper and Tucker and Dale versus Evil. Reaper is what the panel is about. We'll be focusing on that, but obviously we'll probably talk about other things from Mr. Labine's career. And this is my return to moderating guest panels. I haven't done it in a while, just because I've been focusing on so many other things. 2:30 on Sunday will be 30 Years of Resident Evil, once again in the Classics Track Room. And this is a panel this is not mine. This is just one that I'm on. If everybody knows Beth from the game show and from a lot of stuff on Needless Things, she has been working on this panel for a few years, knowing that this was the anniversary year. So she has put together a really exciting Resident Evil panel with a lot of people who are well-versed in Resident Evil, and also me. And then at 5:30, the panel of adventure returns to the Classics Track Room. It is where we have a Choose Your Own Adventure book that we have picked out beforehand. We take turns dramatically, of course, reading passages from the book, but the audience determines what we do. So when we come to the choice portion of the adventure, we give it out to the audience and they tell us what we're going to do. And we invariably die and flip back, 20 pages and continue on. And it is a blast every year. That's our last scheduled thing at DragonCon. Now, obviously we'll be partying until 5:00 Monday morning, but that's our last scheduled thing. And we really like going out on that one because it's so much fun hanging out in the room and just being silly with people.
Absolutely. That does sound like a pretty full schedule. Sounds like, you were able to make some other things happen. Awesome.
Oh, Drunken Dragon Hotel. Speaking of,
hey, Sven.
Another segue. Drunken Dragon Hotel. Sven is awesome. And I have the privilege of having a work published in the Drunken Dragon Hotel zine this year.
Nice.
I did too.
It's such a privilege.
Yes.
And mine happens to be about an encounter I had with Nathan Fillion. So,
oh well, see it all. This is actually
time is a flat verse.
Yeah. 40 years of DragonCon, and then from here on out, it's Nathan Fillion Con.
Nathan Fillion is a flat circle.
Oh, that's awesome. Nemesis, I'm curious as to your personal schedule for DragonCon. What are you going to be doing? What out of those 25 scheduled events?
Sleeping all day.
Which ones are you going to be personally going to?
Definitely the IV people.
Oh yes.
Yeah. Yes.
Yes.
That's the only thing. Sleeping, Dragon Con TV, vegetables, hydrating, maybe a swim, a nap at the pool. I don't know. It's just
What he's saying is he doesn't really have a schedule.
no. Well, there is
except for DJing.
Right, I have
Yeah.
to be places, and I'm there for
I want to hear what your DJ schedule is.
Oh, that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Thursday night's the 8-bit bash over in the West End. Friday, I'm going to be doing the rave with Brendan Lee and Matt Silman in the Atrium Ballroom. Saturday night is Alderaan with Nori Noir and Maya Wang, and that should be a great time. Those are the advertised events that I'm doing.
And which one is Nathan Fillion DJing at?
The unadvertised events.
Yeah. DJ Mal on the ones and twos.
That's it. We're gonna have like a, he was talking about Jaws earlier. We're gonna put a boat together with a shark chasing it in a DJ booth, and we're just gonna ride around the con playing yacht rock.
We have
Okay, well now you have to do that.
I'm in.
He could
Bring
be
it
DJ
up.
Malware.
I will play
Ooh.
yacht rock in the boat. Let's do it. Don't threaten me with a good time.
All right, when I see you Wednesday, you better have some yacht rock ready to go for me.
I already do.
I may or may not have a captain's hat available. So
Let's go. Captain Neil.
All right. Well, we appreciate all of the time that you're able to spend, especially since it's so valuable now that we have. I'm not going to say exactly the number of days we have left.
Thank you.
We have precious little time.
Like
But I do want to go around the horn one more time. Karen and James, it's been wonderful to have you guys with us. Anything else that you want to give a shout out about your track room, and especially where can people find it? Like, where can people find you guys at the con?
Okay, so literally and figuratively, here's where you can find us. If you walk up the steps of the West End from Peachtree Street and turn right, that is our track room, Chastain DE. So after you finish doing that, sit there for a while and see all of our panels, and it'll be great. We're also on Facebook. We have our page at MSFM at DC. We have a group that's Military Sci-Fi Media. We have all sorts of different places. We have some Instagram action. We have some X action, all sorts of things. One thing I did want to also mention is that of all the guests I mentioned earlier, we do not have one this year. And I'm not referring to Amanda Tapping. Unfortunately, I'm referring to the amazing but late Gil Gerard.
Oh, right.
So just wanted to let everyone know that there will be a memorial panel for Gil Gerard. I believe it's slated for Friday at present. And so, there'll be a good time to share memories of Gil, because he was a friend to the con in general for a very long time. And he did the match game.
Yeah.
Exactly. He was an institution. And so we're going to be honoring him, telling stories about him and all the crazy things he would tell us and say and do. So, which were true, of course. So yeah, that's one of the things I wanted to mention before we headed out. But yeah, come on down to Chastain DE, find us there at the West End. I mean, I know it's far, but it's so lovely over there. You just don't know. Come to the West End for an oasis of fabulousness.
And there's a shortcut through the food court to get to the West End. You do not have to take that hill.
Indeed.
Avoid the hill at all costs.
Habit trails, there's escalators, there's all sorts of ways. You do not have to touch the sun if you do not want to. I promise.
That sounds like an anti-motivational book.
It does.
That's the motto I live by.
Right.
Dave, thanks for giving us your panel schedule. Once again, where can we find everything that you're doing at DragonCon and then outside of DragonCon?
Well, thank you for giving me the opportunity to share my panel schedule in front of this audience. I appreciate it. The easiest follows are probably all on Instagram. It's Needless Things Channel, Phantom Troublemaker, and Big Damn Game Show. If you follow those on Instagram, you're gonna get all the little things that we're sharing for the Big Damn Game Show coming up. But that'll follow those, and you'll get all the information you need.
Awesome. And Nemesis, once again, thank you. Is there anything else that you want to give a shout out to, or where can people find you at the con and outside of the con?
All the links are there. cultofdcdjs.com /our-events, or if you just put in the first part, you can get there. My site is nemesisboston.com, but I want to give a shout out to the Dragon Con report. Thank you all for doing this, for including us, for putting forth the effort that you do every show and every year. And it's going to be awesome to see everybody in person soon. It's almost time to go home.
No, not yet.
Ready to go home. Let's go home. We're gonna have a big party at home. It's gonna be great. Come on.
It's almost time to be with our tribe, right? For the tribe to gather, which is always stressful and very awesome.
It's like an actual family reunion.
Sure.
It really is. Absolutely. And there are some people I only see at DragonCon, so I'm looking forward to seeing all them. And there's some people that I only see in person. and so Channing and Jen are two of those people. And I've got a great opportunity to see them the last couple of years in person. And so hopefully we will be able to do that again this year as well. But and Jen, I know we've all got panels, right? We've all got stuff we're doing. We're all in the app, I would think, once it's updated fully, right? So but is there anything that you want to give a special shout out to, Jen, as far as what you're doing at the con and where people can find you outside of it?
Well, I'm a little bit odd on Instagram. You can find me there or on Facebook at the DragonCon Parties, Meetups, and More group. We also have a Discord for that. In fact, most of the DJs are members of the party Discord. And
you must be just posting things every 5 minutes on that thing in that group, because I mean, it's just the information is coming out everywhere now, right?
Yeah. Well, and I just started posting the first round of daily events yesterday on the Facebook group. I got through Friday today. So those will get put in the Discord soon. But this is my first year to be moderating panels. I'm moderating 2 on Saturday morning. I'm moderating Radio A Go-Go for the digital media track. And since I am a radio DJ, so I'll be talking to some other former and current DJs with that over in the Hilton. And then on Sunday, I'm on a panel with Channing for the Brit track discussing 50 years of the Muppet Show. And then I'm on a panel with you, Mike, where we'll be doing, it's our annual Tiki panel. This year, our topic is the Enchanted Disney Tiki Pop Art Connection. And I'll be moderating Sunday evening over at the West End, the Widow's Bay fan panel.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah.
And I love Widow's Bay, and I've told everybody I can think of to watch it. So I'm very excited to be discussing that.
Awesome. That should be a great discussion. And and appreciate all you do, not only for this show, but also for that, for the meetup group. Cause that I was going to say, just the stuff that I'm looking at with social media, as far as the DragonCon report, it's just a lot of stuff that's coming in as far as people's schedules and what everybody's wearing and what everybody's doing. It's just a lot, which is great. I try to cover it all, but man, it's difficult. Channing, what about you? Any special shout out to the panels that you're doing, and where can people find you online as well?
I got a lot of interesting ones. If you follow me on Instagram, Blue Sky, occasionally on Twitter when I feel like being depressed, it's just Channing Sherman. You can hit me on all platforms. I've uploaded my full panel schedule there. I'm really excited about Hot Wings and Hot Takes. It's my own interview panel that is legally distinct from Hot Ones. Hot Ones, they just interview one person while they eat hot wings. I'll be moderating a panel of 4 people while they eat increasingly hot wings. Oh yeah. Oh, I'm looking at you, Dave, for next year.
Oh man, let me in.
If I had known your schedule was light earlier, I would have reached out to you, and that is not a joke.
I 100% I'm in. I'm all about that.
I'm already going to pin you in for 2027. And I think another one that I'm really kind of excited about is one that I've done for about 4, maybe 5 years now. WTF moments in comics, and we just look back at absurd, racist, or just not well thought out comic book characters and moments, and we just kind of have a panel where we make pretty much anything early super. The best example I like to give, or the inspiration for this panel, is a supervillain named Codpiece. I'm not going to tell you anything about him, but if you just go Google him, that was the inspiration for this panel. And just when I thought it couldn't get any worse than Codpiece, yes, it really could. So that's another one that I'm excited about. But if you look for me in the app, Channing Sherman, you'll see them all listed. And of course, my big thing, Black Geeks of Dragon Con photo shoot. It is not a protest. It is a party. We're just showing some of the diversity at con. So if you want to see some great cosplay, come out and get some good photos. That's going to be Sunday at 2:00 Eastern time. It'll be Black cosplayers on the steps, but anybody who wants to come out and support us is welcome. If anybody gives you trouble, tell them Channing Sherman sent you.
There you go.
Oh, I totally forgot to mention Thursday at 7. There's a good chance you can catch us Dragon Con report people at Sven's annual Drunken Dragon Tiki Party at the Trader Vic's patio. Because
that is correct.
Well, I mean, especially I'm typically just parked there for like 4 hours. But Mike got to make it for his first time last year, and Channing's usually there with me for a couple of hours too. So
yeah.
Come have a tiki party. And my parents are coming for their first Dragon Con. So you can meet my parents.
Gracious. That's
going to be fun.
That could be its whole panel.
I am definitely going to try to make that. However, I do have a panel on Thursday at 7. So yeah, that is going to cut
then you come after your panel.
Then I will try to make haste after that and come. So but yeah, my panel schedule, I think there's 7 panels that I'm associated with as right now. A couple of them are related to anniversaries, in particular Batman related anniversaries with my podcast Bat Chums. One of them is actually not Bat Chums related at all, but it is the 40th anniversary of The Dark Knight Returns, which I'm excited to celebrate with some panelists over in the... What's that?
The movie or the comic?
No, the comic.
Okay, I was about to say, I'm going to feel really old if you were talking about the movie.
No. The comic that changed everything almost. And we're also celebrating, on a lighter note, on Saturday at 4, we're celebrating the 60th anniversary of Batman 66. And that one's going to be insane. I think right now we've got 20 panelists signed up for that. So, it's going to be.
Which track is that, Mike? That doesn't sound normal.
I know, right?
Who's sitting on whose lap at this panel is what I want to know.
Are you just stacking people?
Right. Yeah, that's what. Yeah, it's going to be It's like. Is
it a Lego panel?
It's like what is that show that I'm drawing a blank. The Center Square. What's the Hollywood Squares, right? We'll have Dragon Con Squares, right? Anyway, I'm doing some track. I'm doing some for the Brit track, talking about young Sherlock, talking about British noir, which is going to be fun, talking about Doctor Who. Looking forward to that. My final panel on Monday is celebrating 50 years of Superman and Spider-Man together stories. That it's hard for me to believe that first one was released 50 years ago. So yeah, a lot of these panels I'm on are going to make me feel pretty old. And of course, the 11th annual Tiki Pop Art panel, which I'm so excited about, not only because it is it is truly one of the highlights of my weekend because I get to hang out with cool people talking about Tiki, especially this year because the two hosts.
We have some great people on the panel.
Two co-hosts of Three Grog Night are going to be with me, and we have got great lineup of actual Tiki pop artists, from Shag to Jeff Granito to Derek, of course, and Justin Peterson. I'm excited. And we're talking about Disney. So that's going to be great. That's going to be in the America's Mart on Sunday at 11:30. Now, that's at America's Mart. Like I said, Sunday at 11:30. If you want to make sure you can get into that one, use the Fast Pass. Use the Fast Pass. They're still doing Fast Passes this year. So if you don't know what that is, go to dragoncon.org and you can look that up, I think, and find out what you need to do in order to sort of skip the line and the America's Mart to go to a panel.
Well, there should be a post about it on the DragonCon Comics and Pop Artist Alley Facebook page too.
Yeah, I think so. I don't know if they posted it yet for this year, but yeah, look for that. So any case, I am looking forward to seeing everybody as much as I can this year at DragonCon, and looking forward to seeing you guys. So thanks, Nemesis, Dave, Karen, James. Thank you guys for joining us. Have a good con. Channing, Jen, thank you guys so much. Thank you for listening. Thank you guys for watching, not just this episode, but all year long. We've had a lot of fun with all the things that we've done. And what is this I'm looking at?
I didn't want to miss it. So,
Okay.
and I didn't want to interrupt you. So I'm just throwing it up there. It's the band performance schedule for the concourse stage.
Nice. Nice. Okay. I was like, wait, what am I doing?
No, this is it's another place I spend as much time as possible. So I wanted to make sure the band's got some love too.
Absolutely. Absolutely. One of these days one of these years we're gonna have to do a band performer focus show.
We have Killbillies on.
Yeah, we had Killbillies.
Yeah, I know. But like all performers, like a bunch of them.
Okay.
So
anyway, like 30 people,
and that brings me, if you guys have ideas for things that you would like to see us cover, please reach out to us. We are available at all the social medias. You can also, not all the social medias, but certainly Facebook and Instagram. But you can also send us direct feedback at dragonconreport.com. We also have a Patreon page, and please check that out to listen to us do our last announcements of guests that are going to be there, or scheduled to be there, I should say. And we appreciate all our patrons. So whether you're watching or listening to us, please help us support our show with a like, subscribe, and a share. Thanks, everyone, for joining us. I'm your host, Mike Gordon, and as always, it's been my pleasure. Take care, stay safe, and we will see you all very soon at the con.
Thanks for tuning in to another episode of the DragonCon Report. Whether you're a longtime fan or joined us for the first time, we hope you've gained some valuable insights and tips to make your DragonCon experience unforgettable. Don't forget to stay connected for more updates and future episodes. Until next time, keep learning, keep planning, and keep the con spirit alive.
This has been a broadcast of the ESO Network. Be part of the crew and help support our shows by donating to our ESO Patreon or by shopping at the TeePublic store, which can all be found at www.esonetwork.com. The ESO Network, your station for all things geek.